Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dana. I'm so happy that you are here. If you are new, welcome. We're a fun bunch. We like skincare, we like sunscreen, we like some makeup, you know, we like the things. Also, I like sustainable shoes, which is a weird plug, but okay. And if you are new, consider subscribing, consider liking, consider joining over on Instagram. We are a very small crew over there, but it's so much fun because it's super casual and I just really enjoy being over there. If you are not new and you have been here before, thank you again for watching. I really do appreciate it. I really appreciate you guys' support. Small channel, we grow slowly, but that's okay. And I'm just happy to be reviewing some of my new favorite sunscreens today. So, if you couldn't tell by the title, we're reviewing Hello Sunday. I keep wanting to say Sunday Hello. Hello Sunday. These are, I believe, a British brand. I guess I should know that. To me, it doesn't really matter where they're from, but it matters that I like them and that they have good protection and the price, because the price is important. So that is what we are reviewing today. And I'm gonna go over all of them. I'm gonna put them on my face. And yeah, let's jump in. So I have 4 different face ones. Wow, I look a little bald. Oh well. There are also a few others. There's a body one, which I had a sample of one of those, and then I had a larger one, which was included in my giveaway when I hit 2,000. There's a hand one, and then there are lip ones, but I'm just gonna be going over the facial ones because those are kind of like my bread and butter in terms of what I like and hopefully what you guys like. So that's what it is. All right, I'm just gonna kind of go in random order. I think, you know, it doesn't really, these aren't ones that I would compare to each other, so the order doesn't matter. But let's start off with the everyday one. I think that's a good starting point. This is SPF 50 and it comes in 50 milliliters or 1.7 fluid ounces. It retails for around $20 US dollars. I got mine off of Cult Beauty. You can get yours other places if you are in the US, just Cult Beauty does ship to the US, so that's a good place to get it. I would say all of these except for one are going to be fragrance free, and this one is fragrance free, but there is one and I will point out when it is fragranced. We have these two, which are kind of like skincare-ish, and this one is called the serum, the one that's a serum, yeah. And then this one is the everyday one. I think it could be different depending on what you need, but as someone who has typically balanced skin throughout the year, it gets oily in the summer and then it gets dry in the winter. For me, this one is more skincare in the winter time, whereas the serum one is more skincare in the summertime, if that makes sense. That's the application. You noticed I went all over my eye. These are pretty sensitive skin and like eye friendly. I've never had my eyes sting, water, burn, anything from any of these. So I have been able to put it all over my eye, but be careful, maybe, you know, try it out. And if it does do that, just kind of be more cautious around the eye area. And then one good technique, if you still love it, but can't, like it burns or waters, put a little bit of powder on right after you do it, and that should set it so it doesn't run into your eyes. So this one has some really good skincare in it, more so than this one that's a serum. This one has a hyaluronic acid complex, which is great. It has panthenol, allantoin, aloe, carnosine, vitamin C, oh my gosh, algae, and bisabolol, which is one of my favorite words that I cannot say. So it's like jam-packed with ingredients that are actually good for your skin. And I have, like, I don't say it often. A lot of times I'm like, don't go to your sunscreen for skincare. But this is one that I would say like doubles as a moisturizer, and you're actually gonna be getting some properties from it. It's also a really good one if you have drier skin in the wintertime. You can see the glow that I have. It's really quite glowy. It will set down and dry down a bit. It's not gonna be this glowy all day, but it's a really good base under makeup if you do have drier skin in the winter. I guess we can just go along with the skincare ones. So this is the one that's a serum. Why did I have a hard time saying that? This is SPF 45. So the other one is SPF 50. This is 45. It comes in 1.1 fluid ounces. So you get a little bit less, that's 30 milliliters. And it also retails for a bit more. I saw it at $27.60, which is a random number. But you are getting less and you're paying more, but it's just a different kind of sunscreen. As you can see, this one has a dropper, so I'm gonna try not to drop it and break everything. Or spill, I mean. I'm glowy. So if this one does have a dropper, so you do have to be a bit more cognizant about using the right amount. I would say at least 2 droppers, sometimes 3 is probably going to get you closer to the proper amount, which is about 1/4 teaspoon for your neck and face. But just kind of keep that in mind because this is smaller, 1.1 fluid ounce. And I don't love droppers for kind of application just personally, but look at that. Like, these are beautiful. And these two, like, they really do kind of double as skincare, both of them. I would say that the one that's a serum goes on just a little bit more fluidly, a bit more easily, but this one, the cream one, it's not hard to blend in. Neither are gonna have a white cast, and they really are gonna be a good base for makeup or just your skincare. If you don't wanna have to go through all the million steps, I would say either of these are gonna be very good options for kind of a 2-in-1. And it's not going to look like this all day. It's actually quite dry and cold out right now, so the fact that I'm this glowy just kind of shows you that it is kind of like what you look like when you're like a glazed donut after putting skincare on, but it's not gonna be like that all day. It is gonna be like a little bit less glowy and dewy, but in a good way. I forgot to mention the one that's a serum, that one also has hyaluronic acid complex and gluconolactone, which is gonna help strengthen the skin barrier and also hydrate. That's why you could see both of them having like skincare benefits to the appearance of them. Next up, we have the one that's got it all. So this is a primer, and it says sun primer. So it's water and sweat resistant, unlike the others. That is kind of like one of the bigger differentiating factors. And you're gonna see what it looks like when I apply it and kind of like the comparison that I have in mind for this one. But let's go over the specs. So this one is SPF 50. It comes in 50 milliliters or 1.7 fluid ounces. So basically the same as the everyday one, but it is a bit more expensive than the everyday one. This one is the same price as the one that's a serum, and it is $27.60. So this is a primer. And you can kind of see when I apply it, you do have to shake it. One of the things that I've noticed is this kind of consistency. It'll come out very liquidy if you don't shake it well. But when you do apply it and when you do get it out of it, it looks like a clear like gel. It really reminds me of and let's apply. So this one, as you can see, it goes on absolutely clear. To me, a very good kind of example, or maybe like this, I wouldn't say it's necessarily a dupe for, because this one's not super cheap, but the Supergoop Invisible Shield one. But this one is gonna be kind of comparable to that in a lot of ways. For me, I don't reach for this one a ton, just because I always have a hard time with this kind of consistency in feeling like I'm getting enough on. Because if you put just a little, it soaks in and absorbs. If you tend to put as much sunscreen on as I do, really trying to get the full protection, sometimes it can pill, sometimes it can just like not absorb. So it's not necessarily my favorite. I will layer this one though. I will put it on over another chemical sunscreen, and I find that that works a little bit better and works a little bit more like a primer. This one also claims to protect from pollution and blue light. I don't know if blue light is a real thing, so, you know, just wear sunscreen and you should be okay. But it does look nice. It's not gonna have a super glowy finish like some of the others. Obviously it has no cast, and it's very good if you are looking for something like a primer. And also, I put it on all over and all around my eyes, and it does not irritate my eyes. I would say every single one of them is like that. And last up, we have the Take Out one. So, as the name suggests, if I can get it off, this is supposed to be like your little buddy for your purse. So it's a clear purple. I mean, it's clear when it goes on, but it's purple in here, and it's supposed to be your travel sunscreen. So let's apply it. All right, the easiest one to apply. This one is SPF 30. You get 1 fluid ounce or 30 grams, and it retails for $19.32, which is kind of one of the cheaper ones, along with the everyday one. So this one is the one that I said has a scent. I love, love, love the scent, but it smells like, I think they say lime, geranium, and like a minty. I can't pull out any of those notes particularly, but it is scented. It does not bother me though, but if it bothers you, you know, obviously this is not the one. It's also invisible, just like this one. It goes on clear, and it is very portable. Not that the others aren't, but just the application of being able to kind of like dab it on or brush it on is very nice. Your hands don't get dirty. I do tend to use my hands, especially if I don't have makeup on, to blend it out, because I'm a little curious and cautious that I maybe missed a spot, because I'm not just rubbing it in like a normal sunscreen. So I think if you're not wearing makeup, it would be a good idea just to kind of, you know, smooth it out and make sure you didn't miss any spots. But this is honestly one of the best kind of travel reapplication sunscreens that I've ever found. I don't like the powders. I don't find like anything comes out when you just kind of dab it on your face. I don't like the sprays. Half of the spray goes out into the universe. This to me seems like the best actual like reapplication method. If you're wearing a full face of makeup, it's probably gonna disrupt your makeup. If you're wearing like a tinted moisturizer, you might have better luck. I would also say to kind of just press it on and then like dab it with your fingers instead of what I did, and that might save your makeup a bit, but it's really, really nice. I think both of these are good options if you just want an easy, invisible sunscreen. So guys, that wraps up Hello Sunday. This is a brand that I have been playing with for months now. I've really, really enjoyed. I reach for these all the time. They are something I would repurchase if I didn't own a million sunscreens. But I think they're really affordable. I mean, they're not the cheapest, they're mid-range, right? But they are good in that they kind of do serve many purposes, and I think they're really thought out. Like you get a primer, you get a travel one, and then you get 2 that are skincare. So they really can kind of multitask in your skincare routine and also provide you with really good SPF protection. All of them are pretty high. This one is SPF 30, so it's the lowest, but I really love them. Hi guys, I know this is in a new setup, new place. The reason for that is because I got a new sunscreen from Hello Sunday. So while the old footage is quite old, I wanted to include this because now it's a complete wrap up of all of the Hello Sunday sunscreens. And I'm pretty sure I filmed this already, but I've been having some like, I don't know, like my camera has not been saving, or maybe I just haven't been hitting record. So anyway, we're gonna jump into this one really quickly. This is the Hello Sunday, the mineral one. It is SPF 50, comes in 1.7 fluid ounces or 50 milliliters. It retails for $27.60 on Cult Beauty. So in America, that's where like pretty much I get Hello Sunday. I think you can get it on their website as well. So it's not, I wouldn't say it's expensive. It's not the most expensive. It's kind of like high-end, middle of the road, if that makes sense. So on the back of the package, it says, with a light tint, this formula blends easily into your skin, leaving you with a smooth and natural finish. The active ingredients, zinc oxide and titanium. With active ingredients, zinc oxide and titanium. This 100% mineral SPF protects against UVA and UVB and is packed with antioxidants to protect from infrared, pollution, and blue light. Take that with a grain of salt. But I'm gonna be putting it on my face and showing you what it looks like. So let's zoom in so you can see up close and personal. A nice chilly Saturday morning. Good time to apply some sunscreen. So the first thing I noticed, and I'm remembering again because I've not worn this a ton, and I'll tell you why in a second, but it smells like actual butthole. Like, I don't know how to put it in a nicer way. It smells so terrible, and I think that was one of the reasons why when I first got it, I was like, I don't think I can continue to wear this because it smells so horrendous. Like, I've never smelled a sunscreen that smells worse than this. And I'm not trying to be dramatic. I also, and I'm gonna just like kind of tell you straight up, I don't love this one. I think it has a very purplish, weird, like ashy cast, and I don't think it's my skin tone. I think it's just like the tint that they put on it. And if you notice, I am doing it in small layers. I tend to do that when it's a mineral sunscreen, even if it is tinted, just because you do get kind of the best application that way. Oh my god, it's so, like, if I wasn't putting it on my face, like I could put this on my body and be fine, but since it's so close to my nose, it's really not fun. So it is moisturizing. I don't find that it's one of those like matte, dry, chalky mineral sunscreens, but if you can see, the cast on it is not great. And I think they tried really hard to make it so that it's tinted, but like, it's not just the camera that you're seeing. This is what it looks like in person too. So I'm gonna finish applying it and then I'll come back and tell you what I think. This is my face. What if this is like, I can't even look at myself in the monitor because I look insane. So let's zoom out a little because this is jarring. Okay, is this a little less jarring? I don't think so. So guys, do I recommend the mineral one from Hello Sunday? No, not at all. I mean, maybe if you have just the lightest skin tone, it would work for you. But there are so many mineral sunscreens on the market these days that are tinted, that are SPF 50, that are the same price, if not cheaper, that do a better job. And I just don't feel like it's worth me rambling on because this is not one I recommend. I mean, like, I gave it, like, well, obviously it's in my eyebrows, but the rest of me still looks very white casty. And even if I rub it in a little bit more, it does dissipate a bit, but I just don't find that, like, again, like you can find a better one that doesn't require you to do this. So it's not worth it. But, you know, it is good that they have this option out there. I'm sure if you put makeup on over it, it would be fine. I just don't think this is what anyone wants. If you've tried them before, let me know. And let me know what sunscreen you want to see next. I'm happy to take requests. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.